When a child is experiencing a difficulty, such as a school problem, often the parents focus on the child as the problem and enlist helpers for the child. This can include therapy, medication, and school and court interventions. The parents give up their role to these outside professionals. In family systems theory, the parents are thought of as the most capable people to address the child's problem in collaboration with professionals such as teachers. This video presents a couple who became leaders as parents and were successful in engaging their daughter's school problem.
Okay, so what concerned me the most about Micaiah is Micaiah has always been a very positive and bubbly young lady, and she's really easy to get along with. And so when we continuously got calls from the teacher like every single week, it was very alarming to me, because that's not like Micaiah. It's not like Micaiah to get in any type of confrontation. And so for her to get into a confrontation nearly every week, it was like, for me, it seemed like it was a cry for help. And I have siblings in my family that kind of went through the same thing, and they're not in a good place right now today. And so for me, I'm like, if we can just nip this in the bud now while she's young, we can really save her a lot of trouble later on in life.
We, prior to all of the change, we decided, hey, well, you're just in 6th grade. What could 7th grade? What can be so difficult about what's being given to you every day? We're asking, do you have homework? It's like, no. And we used to just take her word honest, you know.
Face value.
Face value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she doesn't have homework. And it was weeks. No homework. All right, so we've been testing all week. Well, how you doing with the test? I did okay. Then you get the progress reports, and it's all E's and F's and D's, and oh, I got 1 D. I'm like, that is not acceptable.
And I also believe that we have to create other spaces for our kids other than with us necessarily. Like how I said, it takes a village to raise a child. And when we reached out to other family members, and I had other family members actually come and get her too. Like, come get, you know, would you mind coming to get her, just talking to her. And also we got her involved in going to church functions with other teens who are doing positive things. And they're making
Exposure.
Yes, and they're showing her that being doing positive things can be cool, it can be fun. But if she's not seeing that and she's not being involved in that, then she will never feel that way. And so that's another thing that we did as well.
And so we created like a chart, homework chart, where you have each class, each assignment that you've been given with the date, when it's due, when you turned it in, it's a check mark, the grade that you receive. And I'm saying to her, if everything adds up, it's all A's, it's all B's, then the progress report should show that, the report card should show that. Establish a relationship with those teachers, because a lot of the times they think, oh, because they're already walking on eggshells, like what I can say to the student without losing my job. So when that parent lets them know that, hey, we're not having that from our child, feel free to call us if you see anything out of line. And so that created an atmosphere of trust along with the teachers as well. And they called my phone and her phone anytime. Oh, Micaiah was in the hallway today. The principal, the teachers, administration, counselors, anyone, let us know what's going on. Not a week later, but the day that it happens. You have access to us. We're not that busy. Like, we're not having our child go to school thinking that we can get away with murder. Like, my parents won't know what's going on. I'm leaving them for 8-9 hours out the day. No, we'll know, and you don't have to know that we've had this conversation with the teachers. They can't discipline you, you know, and say certain things that we can, but if they know that we're just a phone call away and a hop, skip, and a jump away, that works for the teachers. Definitely identify what the problem is. keep that open line of communication with your children, because once you shut it off, then you lose. Period. Whatever you think you're winning, you're losing it, because they'll shut down and you'll never know what's going on inside of their head, and they'll go and get that from somewhere else, whether it be the wrong friends, family influence. If you're maintaining that, open line of communication, then you can work with that, and then you let them know that you're on their side. Like, we have this quote, team us, like our family, our unit, we're one. So no one should be suffering alone. If you have a problem, I have a problem. And that goes outside of this house, and to the school building, at our workplace, at church, wherever you are, the playground. If there's something going on, you can come to us and know that you'll get the help. Well, the biggest thing was just seeing that report card come back in all A's, and what was it, 1B?
It may have been 2. It might have been 2.
2B? Well, that's a big reverse, from all F's and E's. And so I passed out, and I awarded her monetarily. They both came home with honor roll. So there was a challenge where I just felt led to give her $20. It's like, this is you reaping and you sown, your homework, you reap, you sowed. So this is the harvest of doing, you get paid for this. That's your only job. You go to school and you get the grade, and so $20. And we gave a challenge. We said the person who comes in with the best report card, $50. And so now she's like, the teacher wants to speak to you. She said I did really well in class on my report, and she's excited about it now.